Deb's project of the day is to work on the vanity again. I think she's got to go get some wood for it. I am going to try to get some of this wallpapering done. They're coming on Thursday to measure for the countertop in here. So I kind of want to do this between getting the suitcases out and start packing because we leave on Friday. I don't think I've gone over everything that's going to happen in the next week or so. So I'll do that a little bit later. So this will be worked on. I'm also going to run into town to do some errands. I never do one errand because we're 15 minutes from town. So if I have a couple, then I do them all. But on that list, I'm going to get the glass and everything cut that I need. These are old frames that I got. I think I got this one at that huge estate sale last year. It was $5. I love it. I think I want to put like a coat of poly on it to get it a little bit, to give it a little bit more shine maybe. And then I just won this one on an online auction for a couple dollars. So I want to get a mirror for there. And I was thinking I wanted to get a piece of glass for that and put a picture. But now that I'm looking at it, that might be really cool to just put all mirrors, like all different layers. I need glass for this cabinet. I think I've shown this once. So if you missed it, this used to have wood here. Deb took that off for me so I could display this collection. And so I need the 2 pieces for there. That's just the plain glass. I'm going to need a big mirror for this. I'm not sure in the town that I'm going to today if I can get these big of pieces of pieces of mirrors. I think I'll probably have to go to Fort Wayne, which is 45 minutes away, and I'm not going to do that today. I actually have to run there tomorrow. Maybe I'll do all that tomorrow, but I'll do the little ones today. So I will share that. I just listened to this video and I have to tell you about it. Hold on. Let me get this on here. First of all, there's my face. For any of you following this journey, I would say by tomorrow night, I should be through it. I'm looking forward to it. So first of all, I need to start this by saying I go through funks every now and then. We all do, where you feel negative, you talk negative, you think negative, like everything is crappy. Like that's normal when it's a couple of days. I was in one recently for a couple weeks and I couldn't stand myself. Honestly, I could not stand myself. I felt like, stop it. And I feel like the only thing that can get you out of it is tricking your mind. And I've talked about this before, but this video put it into science, like how it really works. I always say that I know things are going to be good and they just are, or I want something and it just comes. I'm going to read what I wrote so I don't repeat myself 20 times. So, complaining about something will get you nowhere. You can choose the life that you want and what you want to live. Your brain is given, this is the science part of it. Your brain is given 11 million bits of information per second. But only 50 bits are processed. So out of those 11 million, we're choosing to process 50 bits. So your reality, our reality, from those 50 bits are actually made up in our own head. So that's our own reality, because there are all those other bits that we were given per second to take from. Let me continue reading what it actually says. It's your brain's version of reality, but it could be different if you chose a different 50 bits. So there's a totally different reality out there if you just focus on some of the other 50 bits and that 11 million per second. I think that is so insane because that is how I switch things around. Like, I've always done it. I've always had this way of getting the life that I want and getting what I want by seeing something different than what other people are seeing. Does any of this make sense? It kind of goes back to the flipping house days when I've told you this before, that we flipped our first house in 2008. And we had, which was the worst housing market. And we had so many people say, glad it's you and not me. You're going to lose your butt, blah, blah, blah. Like, just the worst things to say. And we just knew. We knew we could do this. I don't care what anyone said, what was going on in the world, what was happening to the housing market. We just knew we could do it. And that's kind of like one example. And this happens to me all the time. I tell you all the time that life is like that. And one last thing, I wrote down, or I typed, in order to actually change your life, you need to rewire your brain circuits. And again, to rewire your brain circuits, you have to look at 50 different bits than what you are looking at. I find this so fascinating. Like, I love knowing the science behind all of it. So those are Danelle's words of wisdom from someone else. This is the other one that I got. These are the two that I just took off the shelf behind the couch. But this is the other one that I got at that auction, which let me tell you about in a second. So I'm going to get a mirror for that. And then I also got this. And I can't remember how much they were, but they were not expensive at all. So I'm going to clean them up and maybe put a coat of poly on them to get them back a little bit more shiny. Deb decided to come with me. Or she had some errands too. So I've had a lot of people ask about what auction I was talking about, and they don't do auctions around here in person anymore. They're all online. So I like have chunks hanging off of my face. I know that's gross. But they only do them online, and this was a large antique auction a couple weeks ago that I did. So check auctions in your area for that. Just brought my frames in so I wouldn't have to write down the measurements. So they're going to measure these and then cut them back here. Ivy, I would pay $1 million to be this comfortable. Lots of you have noticed Ivy's new bed and have asked about it. The brand Newton Baby, the one that makes the most popular crib mattresses, they make dog beds. This one is completely washable. It is also breathable and temperature regulating. If you've got a dog that pants a lot, this is a great bed. It is made out of the same woven air technology as their mattresses. This is really soft and quilted. Tell them how you feel about your bed. It's really good because it has orthopedic support. So it's great for your more mature body, but it's also good for puppies too. Am I bothering you? It also has a 100-night trial. So that means after 100 nights of using this bed, if you are not happy with it, they offer free returns. We love her new dog bed so much. It is such great quality, had all of the qualifications that I prefer, as well as Ivy, in a dog bed. I was able to get you a code. Tap through my link. I think you might have to enter your email and that code to get 15% off and free shipping. Our factory meals just got delivered, and I got 6 meals, which is enough for Deb and I for lunch tomorrow, lunch on Thursday, and breakfast on Friday. We eat lunch and dinner for breakfast sometimes. So this will all cover lots of our meals for the next couple of days before we leave. Are created by chefs and dietitians. They are nutritious and delicious, and we love them. They're so convenient. I do still have a code, so I wanted to let you know. DebandDanelle 50 will get you 50% off your first box plus free shipping. You need to try them.
Camera, action. Hello!
I wanted to share what Deb got done today on the vanity.
I cut out 2 outlets right here, right here. You'll notice that I made them large because I'm not putting it in there and it's off like a 1/2 inch and whatever. So 2 outlets, the plumbing's cut out. I got the sink. For the sink, these had to be cut down.
Sinks are cut out.
And then I sanded and I cut down the board under here. So that's up at the house.
So, the guys are coming Thursday. I think I already told you that, for the countertop. So she wants to get a little bit more work done on this. Then we will take it in, put it into place, level it out. Hopefully we do get all that done